Hi children, good evening. Welcome back to my class. Okay, in your previous classes we met in that morning time, but this time we are meeting for one cause. What is that? We are going to teach Olympiad classes for you for your additional knowledge. So you have to utilize these classes. Okay children, will you able to follow my words? Okay, come on. Coming to that classes, first of all, once you look around your surroundings, see what are the things are present. For example, some cupboards, board, and also lights, fans, and also some things like pens, pencils, and also some plants. So many things, not only these, so many things are present in your surroundings. Okay children, so many things and different types of things also. Before going to that, I want to ask one question. What is that? For example, you are coming from a playground and you kept your cricket bat in the corner of your house, and another day you want to again play that game and again you want the cricket bat. At that time you have to go near the cricket bat and take it the bat again, but the bat will not come its own. Okay children, underline this point. The bat will not come its own. And coming to the another example, this is a water bottle. This is a water bottle. If you want to drink water, you have to open the water bottle cap and after that drink water, and again you can close this cap and keep it there. Again, if you feel thirsty, you want to drink that water. At that time, you only have to take that water bottle again and drink that water. But this bottle will not comes to our near. Okay, underline this point also. And coming to the next one, this is a doll. See, this is a doll, a puppy. This is a puppy. When you are playing, you can express your feelings with this toy. Okay, you can express your feelings with this toy. But does the doll giving reply to you? No, not possible, because the dog can't express its feelings. Okay, the dog can't express its feelings. And coming to once see your surroundings are in your home. If you have a baby brother or sister, if you have a baby brother or sister, then once you close look upon them, they can see, they can hear, and they can smile, and also they will talk, and they will walk, and also they will jump. And here I want to ask one question. What is the difference between the doll and your baby brother or sister? Is that same? No, because the doll is here non-living thing. Okay, the doll is non-living thing. The dog is a non-living thing. Here, baby brother or sister, they are living things. They are living things. Okay children, today we are going to learn about living things and non-living things. Today we are going to learn about living things and non-living things. Okay. What is the lesson name children? Living things and non-living things. Okay, now once you have to check what is our planet name? Earth. Okay, Earth is our planet, and in this Earth planet, the planet is full of different kind of things. If you see in our surroundings also, it fully filled with the of different things. There are so many things are there in our surroundings. For example, the sun, the sun and the moon, and also rocks and stars, and also some lights, fans, some toys, and so many different types of things are present in our surroundings. And in this, see, coming to this, the sun and the moon and these rocks are we call as natural things. We call as natural things. And coming to the these lights, fans, toys and some pencils, eraser, so many things what we are using, these are belongs to man-made things. These are belongs to man-made things. So here what you understand about this? Mainly the things are divided into two types, that is natural things and one more is man-made things. And what are the natural things, children? The sun, the moon, rocks and stars. Coming to say this, these also non-living things but they are natural things. They are giving by nature. They are giving by nature. And coming to these lights, fans, toys and everything are made by man. So that only we call these all things also man-made things, natural things and man-made things. So now coming to our lesson, what is the definition of living things and what is the definition of non-living things? The definition of living things. See children, living things. Do you know children what is the definition of living things? The things which they have life. The things which they have life, those are called living things. Okay children, those are called living things. See children, what is the definition of living things? The things which they have life, those are called living things. Come on, say the examples of living things. First one, we means ourselves, and only already I told you what is our name? Human beings. Okay, human beings are examples for living beings because we have some life. And like that animals, and also birds, and also plants, and also plants. These are the examples for living things. What are the examples for living things, children? Human beings, animals, birds and plants are the example for living things. What is the definition of living things? The things which they have life are called living things. And coming to the non-living things. See, the fully reversely only. See, non-living things. What is that? The things which they don't have life. The things which they don't have life. They don't have life. That things we call as non-living things. That things we call as non-living thing. Example, what I am writing, this is a pen. This also non-living thing. And what I am writing on that this board. Board also is an example for non-living things like light, fan and so many things. Chalk piece and so many things are examples for the non-living things. And see children, did you understand about the what is meant by living things and non-living things? For example, if you see, human beings have some particular lifetime. After some many years, they will not be there. They will die. Either animals or birds or plants also. But coming to the non-living things, if you take this pen will stay up to 100 years also. Up to 100 years also, because this is a non-living thing and they don't have any life. So that is the example for living things and non-living things. Understood, children? What is the definition of living things and non-living things? And also I given some examples of the living things and non-living things. And also I hope you all understood about natural things and man-made things. What are the examples of natural things? The sun, the moon, rocks, stars, and that things we get by nature. And coming to the non-living things are man-made things. All man-made things also comes under the non-living things. So these living things and non-living things have some particular characters. So let us one by one we have to know about the characters. What are the characters of living things and non-living things? The first one, give the heading characters. Okay, and what is the first character, children? Come on, say that is movement. The first character is movement, and the second character is growth. The second character is growth. And coming to the third character, they need food. Need food. Okay, children? And fourth character is breathe. B-R-E-A-T-H-E. Breathe. And coming to the fifth character is sensing their changes. Sensing their changes. And coming to the sixth character is reproduction. R-E-P-R-O-D-U-C-T-I-O-N. Reproduction. So the main characters of living things and non-living things are these six characters. What are that? Movement, growth, need food, breathe, sensing their changes, and reproduction. So let us how these living things are differ with non-living things in their characters. Shall we go? Yes, come on. The first character is movement. The first character is movement. Do you know, children, here move means what? Just it is like some small showing little bit movement, and movement is the noun form only. And now we have to know about the what is the definition of movement. Do you know, children? Wait, I will tell now. What is meant by movement? Move from one place to another place. Move from one place to another place. Another place. Move from one place to another place is called movement. Okay, see what is the definition of movement? Move from one place to another place is called movement. So see here, for example, I throw one pencil from this side to that side. If you want to pick up that pencil, what you have to do? You have to use your legs and you can move from this place to that place. That is only we called as one place to another place is called movement. So children, human beings, what they are using for their movement? Human beings, they are using their what we have to use for move from one place to another place. Come on, say our legs. Our legs. Human beings are using legs from move from one place to another place. Either with that legs they can walk, either they can run, either they can jump also. Anyway, these are the locomotory organs or movement organs. Okay, and already I told one more examples of that animal. Living things are animals. Okay, animals. Do you know, children, how these animals can move from one place to another place? Once you see, but these animals also use their legs to move from one place to another place. If you see, just you see that any animal of rabbit or any, they also, if they want any food, they also use their legs to move from one place to another place. But at the same time, if you see that cheetah, when it is chasing the deer, it can runs very fast and chases the deer. Okay. Anyway, the animals also using their legs to walk or run. To walk or run. Okay. And one more I example told for the living things, that is birds. That is birds. How can the birds can move? Children, just you see. Once you observe the parrot, they have beautiful wings. They have beautiful wings. With that wings, the birds can move from one place to another place. Okay, children? The birds can use their wings and they can move from one place to another place. And last one more example is there, that is plants. Children, this example you have to use your brain. See, human beings also will move and animals also will move and birds also, of course, they will move. But does the plants can move? Come on, say the answer. No, because not possible also, because these plants can firmly fixed in the soil. See, for example, this is a plant. This is a plant. This plant is firmly fixed to the soil with its roots. Okay, they will not move from one place to another place. But these are the examples for living things. These are the examples for living things. Okay, plants also showing little bit movement. What are that plants? Sunflower. Did you see any time sunflower? This sunflower has also one special character is there. What is that? This sunflower can turns their face towards the sun, either flower or leaves also. Okay, children? This sunflower flower also, leaves also, they can turns towards the sun. Okay, and one more example is mimosa. Mimosa, or simply name is touch me not. Very funny plant, touch me not. I hope you all see this plant, touch me not. The scientific name of the touch me not is Mimosa pudica. Okay, and this touch me not, when we touch the touch me not plant, automatically it can close its leaves, but after some time it can open. So that only we call this is a funny plant. Only these two plants only can show their little bit movement, not fully, little bit movement in its part only, not whole plant. In its small part only they can show their little bit movement. Okay, children, see, human beings are using legs, animals are using legs, birds are using wings to move from one place to another place. But plants will not move and they are firmly fixed to the soil. And some of the plants like sunflower and mimosa can show their little bit movement in its parts. What are the sunflower and mimosa? Okay, what is the another name of that mimosa? Touch me not. Okay, children, and coming to that, and children, one more I forgot to tell you, fish. Did you see any time fish? Okay, we are eating some days. See, this is a structure of fish. Okay, this fish, how can it move? The fish is swims in the water. The fish is swims in the water. Okay, and what we call that moving organs? See, like this only they can move. These moving organs we called as fins. These moving organs we called as fins. Children, see, legs. Some of the birds are using wings. This fish can using its fins to move from one place to another place. See, these all also comes under the living things only, and they are using different organs. So what are that? Legs. Human beings and animals are using legs. Birds are using wings. And coming to the fish is using fins. Fish is using fins. These three also we called as locomotory organs. locomotory organs. Do you know what is the meaning of locomotion, children? See, also we call the movement also that is locomotion. Okay, locomotion. What is meant by locomotion? Move from one place to another place is called movement or locomotion. What is the another name of movement, children? Locomotion. Okay, children. And which organs are participated in that locomotion we called as locomotory organs. See here, children, the another name of the movement is locomotion. What is meant by locomotion is move from one place to another place is called locomotion. And what organs are used in that locomotion we called as locomotory organs. What are the locomotory organs? Here, legs, wings and fins are locomotory organs of the particular some living things. I hope you all understood about the character of movement. So, based on these examples, what we can you say? Living things can move from one place to another place with their organs. But coming to that another example, this is a pen. Does the pen can go move from one place to another place on its own? Not possible because it is a non-living things. So based on this, what we can you say? Non-living things cannot move from one place to another place. Okay, children, this is the first character of movement. And finally, why these all animals have to move from one place to another place? What is the reason? Come on, say. In search of food and shelter. In search of food and shelter. For that purpose only, they can move from one place to another place. This is the main motto of movement. What is that? In search of food and shelter, also it can protect them from enemies, so that only they can move from one place to another place with their locomotory organs. And the second character is growth. The second character is growth. Okay, children. Here the grow is verb, full growth is a noun form. And do you know, children, what is the definition of growth? Increasing their size and shape in their body. Increasing 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 their size and shape in their body is called growth. What is the definition of growth? Increasing their size and shape in their body. For example, if you see your childhood photos, once you see that photos, when you are in childhood, you are a very small boy. At that time you are using very small dresses. At that time your fingers also very small and your body also very small body. But now this time, after so many years, your body can little bit it gets some growth only. Am I right? Okay, so that only we call this increasing their size and shape in their body we called as growth. Coming to that, all living things can show the character of growth. Okay, children, coming to see that is the first example of that living things. The first examples of that living things is human beings. The first examples of the living things is human beings. These human beings, how they can grow? First of all, our human being's life is started with a small child. Okay, small child, and before that also baby. Okay, baby after childhood stage, and after that they can get adult stage. After that they can get young stage. And after that it gets adult stage. adult stage, and at last they can get old age. Old age. These are the 5 stages in human's life. These are the 5 stages. When you are in baby, after that now you are in childhood stage, and after some years you can turn into younger age, and after that so many years after you can turn into adult stage, and after that at last after 60 years you can get old age. So these are the stages of a human life. Okay children, so that when you are in babies, at that time our body is very small, and after that also it can grow up into a big size body. And coming to the another example is animals. Okay, animals also, they can grow like this only. Do you know about the young ones? Okay, these young ones also after they can turn into a adult one. For example, chicks. After that they can turn into hens. Okay, like that calf. This is the young one of cow, and this calf after some days this can turn into cow. Like that lamb. This is the young one of a sheep. After that this lamb is turned into a sheep. Like that so many animals also, they also grow from the young ones to adult stage. Okay, this is the life cycle of animals. And coming to the animals also grow from small size to big size. And one more example is birds. These birds also, for example, if you see that bird, it is in some size, but when it is in small size, this is also very small bird only. And these birds also growing after it can turns into a big birds. Okay, and at last plants. These plants also can grow. Did you see any time the plants can grow? See here, I want to tell one small activity. What is that? See here, take two cups. And in these, first of all, fill the soil. And after that, take some of the bean seeds or coriander seeds or any seeds. Okay, in one cup you have to pour that in these seeds. In first cup you have to pour the seeds in the first cup, and coming to the another cup you have to keep your pencil dust or any eraser piece. Okay children, after what you have to do means pour some water upon the 2 cups also. Every day you have to pour some water on these 2 cups. But after some days, what you can observe? Come on, if you do this activity, you only answer this question. See, now I will tell, after some days, we can see a small baby plant. A small baby plant will comes from the seeds. Comes from the seeds. But coming to the second cup, does the pencil is produce any small pencils? No, not possible, because these pencils, erasers and some of the pieces are non-living things. So what you have to understand about this activity, plants also will grow from seed into a baby plant. So that all living things also can show this character of growth. Children, what is the definition of growth? Increasing their size and shape in their body we called as growth. All living things also can show their growth. And see, human beings also grow from childhood stage to an old age. And coming to the animals also, they can also show their growth in small stage to a big animal. And coming to these birds also, they will hatch from the hen and again it will be turned into a big bird. Coming to the plants also, based on this activity, we can tell these From seeds we can get a baby plant. When this baby plant can after grow into a big tree. So these are the examples for the character of growth. But coming to the example of non-living things. See, this is a cap. This is a cap. Does the cap is growing from small size to big size? No, not possible, because this is an example of non-living things. Based on this, what we have to understood? Non-living things cannot show the character of growth. Okay children, I hope you all understood about the characters of movements and growth. The characters of movements and growth.